Connie. This is a mini make video, so all I'll be doing is showing you how to make this, a flexahedron. I absolutely love these flexahedra. They're so easy to make and so fun just to rotate like a fidget toy. I've made so many of these, showing loads of friends, and if I was bored as a kid in a restaurant, if my mum had an old receipt in her bag, I would make a little mini version out of that. There are loads of tutorials online of how to make these, but I thought I'd do my own just because I love them so much and add a bit of colour. This flexahedron, very plain, nice blue paper though. I made this one out of acetate. It's got some triangles printed on it just to make it a bit more interesting. When I was at school, I made some photograms with these. We had a dark room, so you just put it on photographic paper and shine the light through, which is quite cool. I think you can get paper that you can just do that in the sun. You can draw on them as well. I've just roughly put some quick designs on this to illustrate that. The thing about the motion that it makes is each design has two orientations. So here we can see the yellow is in the middle. If we flex the flexahedron around and then turn it over, you can see that red is now in the middle. So you might want to make sure everything lines up when you do it. If you're less into the sort of origami style making of this, I know it's not technically origami, you can also make it from a net, which is very similar. You just print it out and fold it in roughly the same way, and you're just using flaps instead of tucking things in. The advantage to that is you wouldn't get the lines here, but you can easily stick some paper over that. Okay, so let's make the flexahedron. All you need for materials is a piece of paper, but a ruler, pencil and scissors are also helpful. I have an A4 sheet of paper, but we need to start with a 2x1 rectangle. So if you fold it in half, this half fold will be in the final model, so that can be nice and strong. And then do a gentle fold the corner over to make a square, and then when we open it out, it'll be a 2x1 rectangle. Next, we fold it in half lengthways, so the two long sides should meet. And then unfold it and fold each of the long sides into the middle to the crease you've just made. Now we want to fold the length of the paper into 8 sections, which will give us an 8x2 rectangle of squares. We'll fold it into quarters first, then each of those 4 quarters in half. Fold each of the short edges into the middle, crease, and unfold. Fold the first quarter in half by taking the short edge and folding it to the nearest crease. And then in order to fold the third quarter in half, we can use the trick of taking the other short edge and folding it to meet the first short edge. And you can see that this is going to fold the third quarter. And then we just repeat for the other 2 quarters. Next, we draw the pattern that will then fold. You'll not see the lines in the final model, so it doesn't have to be really neat. It's just to help you know where to fold. I tend to not draw the lines anymore when I make these. One way to think of this pattern is that we're putting a cross in each of the 8 horizontal pairs of squares. You can see here what the pattern should look like. Now we need to fold along the lines. You want your drawn line on the inside of the fold. You want your folds to be as accurate and strong as possible, so I recommend using your nail or a ruler to run along the fold. So here it is fully folded. Soon we want it to go something like this, and so what we can do is cut off the last 2 squares, and then we can tuck the next 2 into the other side. Now take each of these triangular edge pieces and you want to fold them in and then squash them down like so. and repeat on the other side and for the other sections. So we end up with 3 hexagons connected in a ring like this. Then the final part, take the top 3 and the bottom 3 points and push them together and then just squash it. And your flexahedron is complete. If you like this video, then please consider subscribing and pressing the like button. You can also follow me on Instagram if you're interested in the other mathematical arts and crafts things that I've been doing. Thank you. Bye.